So here we find ourselves.
Yes.
Podcast number 2 of the day. Viewers won't notice, but we did just have a great guest appearance by Sterling to give us a nice talk about yokai. And we're kind of following up with a relevant topic in this weird way.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, now we're
Fantastic.
Now I can talk about ghosts.
Yes, we're going to be ranking ghost hunting equipment.
So this is a ranking. This is not just an objective. Here's what it is. We have to decide which one's worth it and which one is bunk.
Exactly. I watched a lot of ghost hunting shows. This was like the easiest PowerPoint to ever make.
Okay, I also
That's awesome,
I
yeah.
worked in paranormal, so
Yeah. So
get my takes on this.
you were ranking them. So do y'all believe in ghosts?
I do believe there's something after. I think there's many interpretations of ghosts that you can make. And there are probably some that I would believe in more than others. But I love thinking about the concept of like, we're just robots, you know, we just are electrical impulses traveling through this body of ours.
Yeah.
And what happens to that energy when we go? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't get destroyed. You can't destroy energy. So it has to go somewhere. So maybe it either passes to some new state of being or gets stuck somewhere along the way. So maybe that's what we would think of as a ghost.
Yeah.
It's like echo of what we were.
I was a ghost tour guide, so
Yeah, Kelsey.
I worked in one of the most haunted houses in Savannah, and yes, I worked there for 2.5 years, and I do not consider myself sensitive in any way when it comes to ghosts, like that kind of thing. But I did have experiences, and we were very big believers in trying to find a scientific approach to it and be like, is this actually like something, or is it something else? Like, can we find out? Like, can we debunk this?
Yeah.
And there are just times where you can't, and I think that's a really big thing. And then also, I'm a big believer in like matter. You can't create or nor destroy matter or energy. You can't really do that. So, I kind of think that when you die, whether it's some kind of religion or nothing, you still exist in some way.
Yeah. I've also worked in a supposedly haunted house, and I was very disillusioned by it because I'm like, oh, I know how this echo works. Oh, I know this floorboard creaks. So I was very disillusioned. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of ghost hunting evidence that I was really excited by, but I'm like, oh, it's probably this. But I do believe there's things in the world that we don't know. I'm hyperfixating on like the spatial fourth dimension, and it's possible.
Yeah, the fourth dimension.
Mathematically.
So interestingly, when you bring up the fourth dimension, there's 2 ways of thinking of that,
Yes.
isn't there? Where one is just like it's the implement of time,
Yes.
where like you add time to a 3-dimensional space, and that's the fourth dimension. And then there's also like the tesseract, where it's just another thing stacked on the other 3.
Yes, there's like another side of reality that we can't access.
Yeah, there are things that are 4-dimensional moving through our 3-dimensional space that we would not even be able to comprehend.
Yes. And the way we would know if things were fourth dimensional objects is if they appear and disappear. If they grow bigger or smaller.
Yeah, I've
Sounds
seen
a little
like
like ghosts.
there's simulations they made of like what it
Yes.
might look like. I've seen some of those before. It's freaky.
I know there's a video game that like I could not comprehend, but it looked really cool. But yeah, it doesn't. We're gonna. I think I'm like an optimistic skeptic or a skeptical believer. I want to believe, but I want to be very scientific about it. But I want it to be true. So,
Yeah, I am a believer 100%, but I'm skeptical on it when it comes to like anything that happens. I'm like, okay, let me see. But I do believe in it, like 100%.
Yeah, I 100% espouse the method of like, let's try and debunk it first. But if you get to that point where, okay, we didn't debunk it or we couldn't figure out how, then you got to start thinking, well, maybe this is something we don't know how to explain yet, or something that you just could never explain in the first place.
whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Sherlock Holmes. So we're going to be looking at a lot of scientific devices for how to pick up ghost activity. But before that, we got to think about ghost theory. Like, what are ghosts? How do they appear? So there's like textbooks about this.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed. So ghosts, by definition, or the definition we'll be using today, is something that's visiting from the afterlife or the other side or beyond the veil. A place not here that ghosts can fully, like they're somewhere else, so they cannot fully manifest in our plane of existence. So they're not like a yokai. They're not physically here. They can't really mess with us.
They're not among us. They just come to be
They're just visiting.
Yeah.
But how are they made? There's lots of different theories, either a violent death, an unresolved task, an unsolved murder, something where it's like they should not have died, so they're sticking around. They could be stuck or trapped, like a purgatory. Maybe they don't want to move on to the afterlife, so they're sticking around, or they've done something bad, so they want to be redeemed for it. Lots of different theories.
Classic Charles Dickens explanation there.
Yes.
They have chains they forged in life.
There's a theory we get to choose. So, or maybe that we all end up as ghosts. Not all of them are visible, and we can choose where we hang out. So maybe they're just hanging out at their favorite place.
We always say that we have to haunt this Sorrel Weed House, we have to fill a job application when we die.
Yeah.
And that we have to, because my old boss, Nick, passed away when we worked there. We say that he's now running the ghosts part of it. And that I still have to fill a job application and interview with him to be allowed to haunt the Sorrel Weed House. So
that's really cute.
Well, it's like the Disney Haunted Mansion where they say we have 999 happy haunts and we gladly take the 1,000th if you're willing.
But apparently they're not willing because they won't let people put their cremated remains there. But whatever.
That's true. That does happen. Yeah.
False advertising.
No.
So we have different types of hauntings. There's a residual haunting where it is sort of the person's, I was about to say ghost, the memory of a person is still manifesting physically. So this is the type of haunting where you'll see a ghost appear at 3 p.m., walk through the kitchen, then walk through the wall that used to be a doorway. And it's just on this cycle. So residual, it can't hear you, can't see you, won't interact with you.
It's just a memory on repeat.
Yes, exactly. It could be an intelligent haunting, which is the ghost that will interact with you and mess with you and tell you to get out of their house. And building on that is the poltergeist.
My favorite.
Yes. They're
poltergeists.
Yeah. The ones from the movies, they're literally trying to kill you sometimes. They're trying to, these are the most aggressive. And recently there have been a theory that poltergeists are entirely psychological. You create this violent ghost because you believe there's a ghost there.
And it's an explanation for something you would be doing yourself or subconscious?
No, it's you are physically manifesting a violent ghost.
You made it because you believed it was there. It became real.
Yes.
There are concepts like that I'm fascinated by.
They say Supernatural had a ghost that they all believed that this urban legend of this place was haunted, and it became haunted, and that started happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me think of tulpas, if you've ever heard of that concept, or egregores.
No.
So a tulpa is a thing in your mind that some people have managed to create. And it's an imaginary friend that becomes real. It's just a part of you that sort of animates itself, a part of your brain gets sort of triaged into this separate consciousness, and it talks back to you in your head. And people have used that as an explanation for people who said, I can talk to angels, or someone's talking to me from beyond, or Socrates had something like that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And then an egregore is a concept where if enough people believe in something, it can sort of be real or have a way of being real, Santa Claus is an explanation.
Yeah.
Or when people pray to St. Anthony when they lost their car keys. That was something I heard about a lot in Catholic school. They'd be like, hey, St. Tony, can you help me find it? So people are like, that's an egregore. That's something enough people believe in that it sort of has credence to it in this way. So interesting, thought-forming ideas there.
It is interesting that this new philosophy on poltergeists only exists for poltergeists. And I think it's the ghost hunting community. They're very much ghosts are people. You should respect people. You should respect the ghosts. But I think this is their way of being oh, no ghost would be this awful. It's you. That's the problem. But maybe they're demonic. There's also demonic infestations. If you want to believe in demons.
Call the exorcist.
The Catholic exorcist.
Yes.
It's pretty much all of them are Catholic. To be a demonologist, a real one.
So to determine if you have a regular haunting or a demonic haunting, there's usually some satanic activity that was in the home, or they will sometimes manifest as a small child, something very innocent, something that's very oh, please help me. Oh, please come into the basement. I'm so scared. To like trick you into trusting it and then possessing you. Whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's usually the goal of a demon, possess the human body.
The book I just read, Possession of Alba Diaz. Nice little fiction book. Nice for the fun. But she went into a mine because they were taking like iron and mercury to make steel, that kind of thing. But she went into the mines and she heard a baby crying. And she went chasing after trying to find this baby. And she actually becomes possessed by this demon. And she has, like, every time she falls asleep, she ends up sleepwalking and murdering people. So,
oh, my God, yeah.
And there's a whole romance in there, too. So, yeah. Great book, guys.
Yeah.
Another book rec from Kelsey.
A lot to put into one book. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They did a good job at it. They actually did. Pretty good. I loved it.
I'm going to put it on my list. So there's different forms that ghosts manifest. There is the FBA, the full body apparition, the peak way of seeing a ghost. Like, that's what you want to see. You want to see the figure at the end of your bed. You want to be able to see their clothing, their face. That would be so sick. But
it's not. It's not sick, guys. It's not fun.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
I love ghosts, but
yeah, if we were ranking like ghost manifestation types, S tier.
Yeah.
But pets and kids are usually more sensitive. They can, like, your cat will stare at a corner, your dog will bark at nothing.
Oh, I think about that all the time with my cats. Like, what are you looking at? Is there something there?
Your kids will say, oh, I'm just talking to the man in the closet.
That's my worst fear. If I ever become a parent and my kid says that to me, like, what do you do at that point?
I gotta check if there's a real man in the closet.
I'm like checking that, obviously, but like, at what point is like imaginary friend or is it a real ghost? Like, what point do I call the exorcist in?
There's got to be some test you can run that's like, all right, based on how they answer these questions, you can guess pretty good whether it's just in
bring out the Ouija board. My little Ouija board cutting board. Please answer me.
Yeah, keep that long enough that you would need it in the future.
We can also hear some disembodied voices. I've actually heard this a few times, but I'm also hearing things usually. Like, I've heard like my name be called in the house I worked at. But like, that could have just been me expecting someone to call my name because I was in the bathroom and I should not have been in the bathroom. So I could have just been worried like, oh, they're going to come and be like, Emily. And then I heard my name, Emily, and there was no one there.
Yeah.
We had that happen. Well, it happened a lot with Strelweed House. A lot of voices, a lot of talking. Footsteps and that, but also a lot of like saying people's names.
That's creepy as hell.
We have it on camera during some of the investigations where they will straight up say tour guides' names.
Oh my God!
So there's videos of it on YouTube.
A very popular way is knocking. So the whole what is it?
It depends. You make up the rules. That.
It's like
the shaving
finish
a
the
haircut.
knock. Yes, shaving a haircut. Yeah, that's what it's called.
I was thinking like, knock one for yes, knock one.
Yes, that is.
They do
I would say that because you can just make up the rules for it. You just tell them what they want it to be.
Yes. There's also cold spots. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's colder over here. We're under the air vent.
Yeah.
Not to like, you said cold sports.
I did spell cold sports.
I was just staring at it. But they probably play cold sports.
Yeah.
Yes. So the idea is that, I think I'll go into this in the next slide, but ghosts are warm, but because they're trying to manifest, they're pulling the warm air to them. So the air gets cold around them.
Interesting. So the cold spot wouldn't be where the ghost was necessarily, but more like an effect of the ghost being near.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
And it's interesting that there are warm beings because they would just be like pure energy. So they would have like fast moving particles, I guess.
Yeah.
Guess, yeah.
And there was this one ghost hunting episode where they're all like, oh, feel this cold spot. Yeah, right here. And they're all going like this. And they're like, oh, it's like at the height of a child. And I'm just imagining a ghost child being like, you're patting my head.
Patting my head, yeah.
But yeah, we would often use like little thermometers to like check the temperature of certain areas, see like where it's getting cold.
And some people are even touched by ghosts. There's a lot of scratches, a lot of, oh, did you just touch my arm? Or like feeling like your hair brushed, your shirt tugged.
I actually feel like I experience that all the time.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I've ever heard is like, I'll have the sensation a lot of just down my arm or on the back of my neck, or I feel like there's something crawling. I'm like, oh God, a bug. And I try to swat it and there's nothing there. But I heard somebody say very funnily to me once, like, when you feel that, it's just the ghost of every bug you ever swatted. Like, it's coming back and it's landing on you as a ghost.
I could believe that.
I think that's what's haunting me.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I always have I have so much hair. I get hair on me, and I'll think it's a bug or something, and then it's just hair. But when I worked at Mr. Rail Wheat House, I've had people on tours get their hair pulled. We had it for every single tour. We had to say, if you had earrings, to please take them out, because we do have a tendency of earrings getting pulled out or even go missing. But also, this makes me think of Ghost Adventures. When Aaron was at Mr. Rail Wheat House, my favorite line, because it's so funny when he says it, but he got stabbed. He said, I feel like I got stabbed in my underrib.
Oh my God.
Underrib.
That's a funny way of saying it. That's
it's so funny. Every time I watch that, like, Ghost Adventures episode, I'm like, oh, that's the house I worked at. Stabbed in the underrib. I'm like, Aaron, no.
I just think it's creepy to think of ghosts taking your earrings, because what it strikes me as is like they're taking it as a tribute of some kind, or like,
A trophy.
yeah.
We had a little girl ghost downstairs. We think she has like shiny things.
Yeah.
Just takes earrings, like wants a little earring collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll find them like in random places in the house that no one even goes into. Like, it's weird.
That's crazy. They've got a hoard somewhere.
I would believe it.
Which is also a type of object manipulation. So this is the floating teacup, the wine glass getting knocked over, your teddy bear coming to life. No, that'd be possession, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
But if it's just like picking it up and going,
Yeah.
that's
Like, I think it was the Conjuring house where like all the baby dolls were in a circle.
Oh no.
Allegedly.
Moved around.
Yeah. So ghosts, in theory, are just energy. So, but they need energy to interact with our world. Sometimes they use electricity. They'll drain, like, I feel like every ghost show, they're like, oh, this was a full battery. It just drained.
It literally does.
Yeah.
I've had people come on tours and their phones will just die from full battery.
It's crazy.
I've also, to go into like the human energy, you're about to say, like, I've had people pass out on tours. We've had a lot of people just pass out who are perfectly fine.
Before. People get nauseous, lightheaded.
Yeah, like they can take your energy too. But I love the electricity concept. That also reminds me of Twin Peaks. There's something in Twin Peaks, and I don't understand it all the way yet because I haven't seen the whole series. But I think there's kind of an overarching theme that, like, in the other sort of world that's above all the layers of reality, energy and electricity are kind of fundamental. Like, there are things that are supernatural beings in that universe that just sort of crackle with electricity all the time. And you kind of get between the worlds by going through these electrical sockets. So that's what that makes me think of, like ghostly things using electricity as this sort of fundamental way of existing or crossing over.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's energy. I don't fully understand electricity, so therefore it's magic. Makes sense to me.
It's about like magic. If you showed it to a medieval peasant, they would think it was magic.
And sometimes if their energy is not as, they don't have enough energy to fully manifest or manifest enough, you'll hear very soft knocks instead of like the loud ones you'll sometimes hear, or very quiet voices that are only picked up on devices instead of being able to hear them with your ears. And sometimes there'll be small lights. The ghost will manifest as just a little light.
Yeah.
I am talking about orbs, but we'll talk more about orbs later.
Yeah, what an orb is and what an orb isn't. Because there is a thing that an orb isn't that I know pisses you off, Kelsey.
Yes. I hate orbs.
No, I'm just thinking of all the times people come up to me and would just be showing me photo after photo of orbs. I'd be like,
it's not a ghost.
It makes me cringe.
All right, so we're going to go to the tier maker. I think the way we're going to do this is like half screen it. So first up is the EMF meter. So Kelsey, tell me what a EMF meter is.
I mean, I can tell you all these things in here, but yeah. So basically it can tell like the electromagnetic field and where it is. So like if you put it next to electricity, it probably will start going off.
It's up to
but
yellow.
It's kind of the, like, as you move it around, you kind of like see if you can find the electromagnetic field that ghosts also radiate a little bit, but it is very problematic because it can deal with technology.
Yeah.
If your phone goes off, like a message in, that can also trigger
that makes
it.
an electromagnetic signal.
Like,
couple phones.
But I mean, like, even if, like, that.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
that.
it's definitely getting that off the
But
phone.
also, I mean, even if your phone, like, gets a text, well, and you're, like, from a distance, you can also get a reaction from it. So that's...
oh my gosh, there's a ghost in your...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a ghost.
There's something in there. It's a yokai. It's possessed your thermos.
Well, I mean...
There's ghosts on
Look,
it.
see, look at all the ghosts on
There's
it,
so
guys.
many.
Why
Yeah.
are you surprised?
It's like an invitation.
That's why I bought it, guys.
Yeah.
Mothman? No, he's
Nothing in
fine.
Mothman.
No, not if he's a Mothman.
Yeah, so they were originally... The cookie?
Nothing in the
No.
cookie.
I was hoping that would get picked up, just so we could be like, look, cookie's haunted.
It's a haunted
It's a
cookie.
haunted cookie. But no, it's not.
Yeah, so they were originally used by contractors for
Yes.
like housework to like find electrical things in walls.
That's why they're so cheap.
That's why they're so cheap. They are fun to play with as well.
Yeah, it's like, go to the wall and try to move it around, try to get it to happen. But I love them.
Yeah, so they can, like we talked about, it can pick up anything electronic. So you do have to be careful watching ghost hunting shows, being like, okay, I know this guy's holding a camera. This guy has a spirit box. They've got to have phones in their and walkie-talkies in their pocket. So you got to be careful being like, okay, is it far enough away from whatever electronic device?
Well, it's also like kind of like when you do like evidence, like forensics and stuff. Like you have like the primary, like the good evidence, and then
Yes,
you have your
exactly.
like little evidence that it's kind of like a secondary kind of thing.
Yes, which is exactly what we're doing today.
Yeah.
So where do you think on this tier list we have satisfactory, or it's not satisfactory. S tier is super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A, B, C, and D tier. I think maybe we should determine what these mean first. So S tier, obviously, if we get evidence on this device, I'm going to believe it.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe it the
That's
most.
unfailing.
Yes. Maybe D is orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orbs. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just always fake. It's never.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we do it on a scale like that, and we're talking about where the EMF meter goes,
Yes.
I'm almost tempted to say it's like a C.
That's
because
what I was thinking.
it's so easily debunkable. Like it can be any kind of electrical current.
Yes.
You'd have to really do a lot of debunking to prove that like something you detected with it wasn't just something mundane.
I don't see my EMF meter.
It's not even worthy of being here. That's why.
What's the guy's hand? What's he holding?
This guy?
Yeah.
A cross.
So it's like Exorcist as a.
All right, I'll add it in later, but it goes in C.
Yeah,
Good
we're
to
putting that in
know.
C just for reference there.
That was like the first one I added, so maybe it just didn't save.
Maybe.
All right. I think that's respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does what it's supposed to. It's reliable, but it has to be like in the right situation.
It's also cheap, so
Yes.
it's like baby's first little ghost
Yes.
hunting.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're not-
Good first.
I have it for a film. Just want to point that out to the audience.
Already have it
I
for
don't-
ghost hunting.
I wish I had more ghost hunting equipment. I would have better ghost hunting
Yeah.
equipment than this, but
Yeah.
movie.
Yes. This is also a tier list for what you should buy.
Yeah, if you're planning to become a paranormal investigator, my dream.
All right. This is also not on our tier list yet, but it will be in post, is an EVP, a electronic voice phenomenon. This is the audio recording you get on a recording device. Not necessarily what you hear with your ear, but it can be. It can be both. So it's the little, the blip,
Yeah.
with the lines. They're like, Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly. I work with this for a
Yes.
living. So I've seen these a lot.
So this is sometimes they're very hard to hear exactly what's going on because it is like the background noise. So it's like, and then like a human voice going, "Hey!"
Yeah.
But sometimes when it's a ghost, it's like,
Yeah, it kind of gets like mixed in with the background noise and you have to
Yes.
pull it out, decide what it said.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, did they say soccer? Swimming? So it's very, in my opinion, not manipulate, but like influence what people hear.
That's definitely true because it's that phenomenon of like you hear someone say like, oh, it said soccer. And then when you hear it, you can't hear anything but soccer. When people like
Exactly.
mishear lyrics in a song and tell you, oh my God, it sounds like he's saying kiss this guy instead of kiss this guy. Then you never hear it that way again. It's that same phenomenon.
But I will say, ghost hunters came to our house very long time ago, Fish Railway House, and they got one of their longest EVPs on like they ever got during that show. That's when there were taps. and it clearly yells, "Help, help, help me." And it's actually really long. And it's in like a room that's supposed to make a very violent thing happen.
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly. And it's like a pretty long one. And I would have to play it every time I did a ghost story. Because people want to hear it.
Yeah.
They want to see it. So we would play that for them. And
Yeah, see, this is hard to put on a tier list because it totally depends on the quality of the EVP you get. Some are just undeniable, like that one.
Yes.
And
That's
then also, I just want to point out, when they did it, they like checked everywhere because they had cameras outside. So they looked for people to see if anyone was pranking them or something. So
Yeah.
that was also like a weird thing. But yeah, it's one of those things of like, it can be really clear and like really talk to you. But there's also times where it's literally like nothing and you can make it say anything you want it to be.
Yeah, like, no, bullshit. That did not say I'm a witch or whatever you thought are supposed to hear. But I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I think either a respectable C or B.
I lean towards B just because of the Sorrel Weed House, because of that.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's not like perfect at all.
I think B is a very genuine place to put it because it's
And
middle of the road.
And I think it's higher than this.
I do too, because there's a lot more modern explanations for EMF going off. Yeah, if I'd heard that, that'd sway me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe an A. Maybe
In the best of cases, for
in
sure.
the best case. But yeah, I say B for it.
Yeah.
It's also not on here, but it will be in post.
Bees scare me.
Spirit
I
boxes.
love a spirit box.
I love them, but not when you start hearing them screaming and saying people's names. Like it's
That is pretty freaky.
That's what we would do because we did investigations every weekend with people, and that was fun. But we did staff ones, and there are times where I've heard those spirit boxes literally start screaming.
Oh my God!
I've heard multiple people's names said from it. So those are like to the level where I'm actually like scared of those. I will play with those more than I would like a Ouija board. I won't play with a Ouija board, but that. I've had terrifying experiences with it, like full on like sentences and stuff with it. So it's not like, oh, it's the radio station. No, it's
that's
full on something.
Yeah.
I've never gotten a chance to mess with a spirit box. I've never had these experiences that you've had, Kelsey. I want to mess with a spirit box. I would actually, I feel really enjoy that.
Well, let's say like when we go to do Taurus and Scared-Ice, we do our trip to Savannah, we could go do a paranormal investigation at Mr. Sorrel Weed House. They have it. They have all the equipment. And we can actually play around with it.
I love the concept of the spirit box where you can just find things speaking through the radio.
Yeah. So what a spirit box is it's a very fast scanning through local radio stations. So like words will pop up.
Mainly just noises though.
Yeah, it's very much white noise and then
Beep.
Barbara.
Yeah. That kind of.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think they're a ton of fun because you can get the sort of conversation and like a narrative from the ghost. But there is like the other side where it is just local news stations that are using words. But the theory with the ghosts is that they're using the energy of that very fast flipping through radio waves.
And it's flipping really fast. Like
It
point
is.
out. It's not just like really, it's really fast going through the stations.
It's like,
Yeah. And a ghost can kind of hijack that and maybe influence it to broadcast a word back to you that it wants to communicate.
Yeah.
yes. So I think this is above EMF, but below audio recording. I really like the spirit box, but because of I've heard spirit boxes say, like YouTuber ghost hunters, be like, Tuesday the 24th. And like it was obviously like a radio broadcaster being like, today's date is. So I feel like there's too much of a outside contamination for it to be A tier.
I feel like I could agree with that.
I disagree.
Put it B tier.
I do have.
I say it's higher than our normal aluminum. I say it's actually A tier. I wouldn't put S at all, but not put an S. I would put it A tier, but mainly just because I've heard it scream. I've heard it say people's names and like that are on staff, like who don't have normal names, and I've heard them like really have conversations with people. So
yeah, I've heard some really good ones.
And I feel like with a EVP is for that, it can be outside. Like people can talk and you can pick it up that way.
That's very
That's
true.
why when I said the Taps one, when they were there doing ghost hunter stuff, they didn't. They had to check outside and make sure to check their cameras and make sure there's no one else out there, because it's very easy to just be outside and say something and
I agree. So,
but it's nowhere near perfect.
It's not perfect.
It's like a low A. I'll probably say low A.
Because of the experience you've had.
So
with
if we put more up there, if something happens to get into A tier, we'll put it low.
But connected to this, so maybe we can put this higher, high A, is the Estes method.
So this is a different method of using a spirit box.
Exactly. So the idea is that it takes two people. One person is wearing noise canceling headphones and they're listening to the spirit box. So they just have, and sometimes they're blindfolded. So they're like sensory deprivation. They can just hear the white noise and more easily pick out the words. And then the other person can't hear the spirit box at all, but is having a conversation. And the person with the headphones is saying whatever they hear.
So this takes out the possibility of the human that's the intermediary just answering the person asking, like it has to come through the box.
Yes. And it's also sometimes words will come in kind of muffled. So it does take away okay, I'm asking what their favorite color is. Oh, that sounded like a color. So it leaves less room for contamination if you ask a spirit, what's your favorite color? And the person who cannot hear you actually says a color. Like there's no influence. I really like the Estes method.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I would say it's higher than the normal spirit box.
I almost want to say A or S tier.
That could be our first S.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard for there to be anything intruding on it to the point where it would be not legit.
Yeah. I really like it. Where's the Estes method?
Just that one. The little guy.
Yeah, let's put that S.
Yay! First S.
And of course, we're also going to be ranking within the tiers. So like further right means it's a little lower, further to the left means that's the one. So we'll see if anything dethrones it.
Yeah, so next device is the thermal camera. So I have a picture up of one of I think is like the best thermal image captured of a ghost. But thermal cameras catch it's a colorized picture where like blue, green colors are colder, red, orange colors are warmer. And in this image on screen, it's from TAPS. What's TAPS stand for?
I forgot what
something Paranormal Society.
Yeah, I don't know what it stands for. I feel like I should know what it stands for.
It's the Ghost Hunters show.
It was Transatlantic. I don't know.
It could be. They're in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I could see that.
This was in one of the submarines, and they caught an image of what looks to be a guy with like a military hat. And he's looking down on his shoulder, and there's like the number 2 is like red hot.
Oh my God.
And the camera's pointed at a locker that is like the number 2's on it in real life. And like you can see like the figure move. So I thought that was very compelling. Now I'm a little less compelled because I'm like, this could be a reflection. It's weird that the 2 is hot, but I don't know. It's
why
just
would it
weird.
be that hot? This is kind of like the EMF detector, kind of the same deal of like it could be anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be pretty easy to tell between like, all right, that's debunkable because there's clearly something there emitting heat, or there's just something there that's emitting heat and we don't know what it is.
Yes.
But I also think like if we were investigating in place and we know there's no one else in the building and we have like a little bit more, like you can get full figures with those and stuff. You can get like full beings walking around. I think like they use like the Connect 4 into that, but not Connect 4, Connect the Xbox.
Yeah.
It's a Connect 4.
I was going to be so
LSD.
amazed if they were using Connect 4.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they could with manipulation. And all
Have
that,
it removed.
But no, Connect.
Yeah.
They use that a lot of times, and you'll like get things moving and stuff. Yeah. With nothing there, and that's kind of freaky.
I will say a human in a thermal camera, like you can tell, like it's very bright. Like that's a human figure. And when you catch like ghostly figures, they are a lot colder and like not as defined. But you can tell like there's something going on there.
But yeah, when you point into a random area and there's no one over there, and you see a body form, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, what else could that be? I think that's when you get into the point of like, all right, there's really no way to debunk that.
What are we thinking?
Kind of put in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's kind of middle of the road. It's a lot like the EVPs because it's just like the quality of it determines a lot.
Yeah. And you could try to debunk it. But yeah, reflection can do things. There's a lot of things that can cause it. But if you're alone in a building and you're like pointing at a dark, cold area and all of a sudden something's forming there.
Yeah, and if it's a human shape, then that's hard to do.
Yeah. We also use those when we investigate too.
I love them. I will say it can mess with the logic of ghost theory. Like sometimes the ghosts appear cold and sometimes they'll be warm. And it's like, which is it?
Well, so there's a lot of theories in it. There's a lot of people who have different opinions on it. Because like to me, I think of ghosts being cold because they don't have a life in them anymore. But it depends, I guess, on which theory you believe.
All right, next is mag lights. I think mag lights are fun. So this is a flash, just a regular flashlight, and you can unscrew the back. So there's some like, you're manipulating the device.
Yeah.
But it'll just be more easy to like tap the button for the flashlight to turn on and off. And it will happen randomly. But you can use this flashlight to be like, ghost, please turn on the flashlight if you like cookies. And
one flash for yes, two flashes for no.
Yes,
that kind
exactly.
of thing.
Yeah, and don't these things, like they're called mag lights because they have magnets in them, I think, where somehow that's what determines whether it's on or not. It's like a magnetic connection, I'm pretty sure. Because I have some of those at home. I have some that I just keep around for when the power goes out. And they are that way. Like you twist them, and I think that just brings a magnet into play to make a connection and use the battery. So that could be a way that a ghost could like manipulate magnetic fields, or that's similar to electromagnetic fields.
Yeah.
there was just this really fun episode of the Ghoul Boys, Shane and Ryan from, what's their show now? Ghost Files.
They just went back to the Cheryl Weed house.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I haven't seen that one. So this was them investigating the Annabelle doll. And Shane has 2 mag lights at, like, the foot of Annabelle. And he's asking, like, would you kill Ryan? And it's like, I think it was like, turn it off if you would kill Ryan. And it kind of, like, starts to turn off.
Oh, no.
And it's like,
It's like it thought about it, but then thought no.
And then it very slowly, like, turns off, like, I could, but, like,
a very
would I
hesitant.
want to?
Yeah, they're very nice in person.
They are, yeah.
Because I've met them.
Oh, really?
Because they came to the house.
Oh.
I was there.
You were there
Oh,
when
my
they
I
were
just
there.
finished a tour, so I got to meet them.
That's cool.
They're very tall. He's very tall in
Yes.
person. Like, oh my goodness. And they were exhausted. But yeah, they did come to the house.
I gotta tag him.
So I have met them before. We hope they will not know who I am, but I have met them. Or they'll confuse me with my boss, Annie, who was the one who actually took them around the house and told them about it before they started. But yeah, I have met them.
That's pretty cool.
That's so cool. Where do you think we're putting mag lights? I think they're a lot of fun. I think they're a little less fun than the Spirit Box because you still get that conversation, but I find it more inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put mag lights as like a B, maybe.
I think C.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards C for it.
Yeah, it's like neither here nor there, where it's an interesting idea, but you don't know whether it's legit.
Now, when they start flickering a normal flashlight,
That's true.
That's when it gets a little scary.
How you doing that, man?
Yeah, it'd be harder for it to do that than with a magnet. So
Do we think it's above or below the
I put it
EMF?
I think it's.
above this. I would probably say it's above this.
I would think it's
I
above.
agree.
the EMF.
Because this is just too much. Like everything
Yeah.
sets it off. Like it's,
Yeah.
your phone is haunted
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it's definitely below the thermal scans.
All right. So this.
Oh yes.
Oh, I have one of these. I should have brought it. So this is the laser grid.
Yeah.
Laser grid, yeah.
I don't know what it's for in real life.
I think it's like measuring and getting sort of a 3D scan of something because the bunch of little lasers will go to every corner of a room and you can use that to get sort of a 3D recreation of a room, I think.
We've also investigated with these two from Israeli house.
Yeah. So it's a bunch of green dots in a grid, like perfectly spaced dots. Yeah, I think you described it very well. And the idea is that you will point it like down a hallway and you will be able to see if anything passes in front of it because it will disturb the dots. I've never once seen this work. I've never seen any evidence in it.
I've never had successful experience with it.
Yeah, how would a ghost disturb lasers? Like,
Yeah.
it would have to actually be a physical being to get in the way of some lasers.
But
so-
some people say some spirits are kind of like really solid.
Mhm.
But if it did happen, I would believe it
Yeah.
fully. I'd be like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is real.
That's
Like,
true.
Yeah, but
this
you-
is a haunting. But I've never had
Never
success.
seen it, so
I think it doesn't. Yeah, it would only work with like shadow figures.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a very specific use case.
Yeah.
Which we had one at the Sorrel Weed House. And I've never seen it, but I've never seen Shadow Man, so it's okay.
Mm.
He doesn't like me very much. He likes the guys.
So I think in theory it's good, but I don't think it lines up very well with.
No, in practice,
In
that would be
practice,
so
it doesn't.
niche.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that useful. That might be our first D.
Yeah.
yeah.
So sorry, my friend.
But but if I saw it work, I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
cool. That's
it would be
scary.
It would be compelling.
But at the same time. But I just never had success with it.
That's true.
Yeah, it
true.
would like rise up to a B if you ever saw something through it.
And plus, like, you never saw any
Yeah.
success like on any
Yeah.
of the shows. And I just,
If I was like
Question.
recommending a toolkit,
yeah.
I'd say leave this out.
yeah.
You
That's
don't
for
need it.
very specific use cases.
Yeah. If you go to a house that has just shadow people, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Next one, cat balls. This is kind
Cat
of
balls.
cat balls. They're
Oh, the
Yeah.
toys for cats that
Literally.
turn into yeah.
literally toys for cats. This is kind of like one of the newer things, but they're motion activated. They'll light up when you move, so a cat can
Yeah.
pat it around and it'll roll and light up, and it's fun. So these are really good for detecting movement, or like a lot of ghost kids will
Uh-huh.
look at this bright shiny ball and be like, oh, that's fun to play with. I'll mess with it. So it's good for a younger target audience.
Yeah, so if you think it's a kid ghost, it'd be
Yes.
like, oh, this is a toy.
Yeah, and I also think like if any ghost comes near it, that's also a cool thing. Is that if you're from a distance and you start seeing it light up in another
Yes.
room, you're like, oh,
Yeah. I have seen a lot of evidence for these, surprisingly so. I do think, actually, because like it's not just like they have to move to light up.
yeah.
Yeah, something would have to be moving them. They're not
Yes.
going to move on their own.
Yeah. And they do happen like in the other room. Like there's no one like walking near it to disturb the floor.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about cat ball? I think they're fun as
Yeah,
well.
I like the cat ball. I love that they use that
Yeah.
for ghosts. Like somebody figured out that can be a ghost tool. Put that like, I don't know. Is it A? Is it cat ball A, or is that too high a ranking?
I think it's compelling. I don't think it's good evidence, but I think it's compelling.
Yeah, it's compelling.
It is compelling. I mean, it gives you the impression something moved it. And of course, you would do the debunking song and dance of like, is it drafty in there or something?
Yeah.
But who
Yeah.
knows?
I have like, it doesn't go with those, but to go with like later on, we do like the REM pod and stuff like that. We can also talk about how those can like be debunked
That's
a little bit.
true.
So like,
Uh-huh.
I think it's fine there. It just,
All right.
I don't trust it very much.
So this is the
Oh, yeah.
music box
Mhm.
/ bell. There's different types. This specific music box is shaped like a coffin.
Oh,
And it
because
plays-
it's for ghosts.
Yes. And it plays like a really creepy version of, I think it's Here Comes the Bride. So
Oh,
like very
great, yeah.
off-key piano, like a little kid's nursery rhyme.
That's one thing. Like, I do not like music boxes. If I
They just
hear a
creep
music
you out.
box, yeah, they freak me out. I think one of our historical houses had a music box. I think maybe it was a Bullock or had a music box or something.
I'm sure, yeah.
And I hated that thing because like people would play with it, or maybe it was like the audio tour. I think maybe it was the audio tour too. It might play on it. Like when they go into
Oh,
like the
great,
nursery room, it would start
Yeah.
playing it.
It is creepy as hell. There's something about
Hate
this
it.
that always is unnerving. I don't even know how to explain why.
Yeah, just kid stuff in general is, I don't know, has the potential, something so innocent has the potential to
Yeah.
be creepy.
I think so.
But it's like also like they're so easy to break and mess up with. Like those kind of music boxes that they can easily become really messed
Yeah.
up, and it becomes like that uncanny
Yes, I
valley
was about to
kind
say
of
that.
It is,
style.
yeah.
But these specific ones are motion activated.
Mm.
So if you walk in front of the radar, either the bell will ding or the music box will go off. So very similar to the REM pod, which we'll talk about later. Very similar to the cat balls, motion activated.
Mhm.
So I don't like them either. I don't, because they play for a while
Yeah. It's less nuanced. It's less like once one thing moves across, it's already going, and that's going to, you won't know as many times as that thing went by. In that time
I think
playing.
in the,
I think
there's a Savannah Paranormal Museum now, and they post a lot of videos on TikTok where they have this like haunted doll per se, and they use the bell one quite often where they will be asking it questions and be like, do you like it when we, I think it was like one video where they were like moved, I think because she was getting a lot of money given to her and like a lot of like offerings, they were wanting to consolidate it and put it in one area so that it wasn't just all over the room.
Yeah.
And they were asking her if she was okay with that. And I think she wasn't okay with it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
But I just remember that with the bell. But I feel like I would trust the bell more than the music box. So still, I'm not like a huge fan of them.
Yeah. I will say, I think these are from the same site. And what it says on the bell is like Ghost Daddy.
Ghost Daddy?
So these are products for ghost hunting.
Okay, so that's like a website that sells these to people who want to catch a ghost in their house. And
There's a part of me that's like, what if these work in a certain way where they'll go off no matter what?
yeah, you do have to wonder about that. I mean, they want to sell these products, move their inventory. So you could totally just market it to these people that are ghost enthusiasts, and they don't have to be legit.
Yeah.
Like, it could be total snake oil when you factor in that. But then that could apply to anything, honestly.
It's true.
Like, there's probably people that market these EMF detectors that way. Like, they think,
sure.
well, it just visually looks like that thing they use in Ghostbusters. And people think like, oh, there's a ghost, clearly, without doing their research.
It was also like when we did, when I first started at Mr. Elweed House, this is what we gave out to guests during tours. We would tell them, hey, use this to play around with. And it's like a fun little thing that people are like, oh, this is really fun.
It is fun.
And it is. But it's not really super. But going into the term is what you're saying earlier. Like, would I recommend this to someone?
I think they're annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that, and then also I'm like, go spend your money on something else.
That's true.
There's other things you can buy.
So because they're ghost hunting equipment made by people wanting to sell things that are going to get evidence, I think it's less reliable.
That's true. They look very specialized and like tacky, and they're going to be for people that are just enthusiasts.
Yes.
Yeah. I just say, if you're going to spend your money, buy other things, get that last. Like, if you really want it later on. But yeah.
I think either low C or D.
C.
Yeah. Because it still
You can still use
technically
it.
works.
It has a use case that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
not just like, oh, that's completely useless most of the time. It's just a little silly the way they're putting that out there.
Okay,
All right, so under REM
pods. Took me forever to research what REM meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is radial electromagnetic fields. So very similar to the EMF. It picks up electromagnetic fields, but it's in a circle.
Okay.
But also, like, it's something that you typically keep in one spot. You're not moving it around like this.
Exactly.
It's something that you would have like in the middle of a room where you don't really have a lot going on. And it's kind of motion active kind of thing when you touch it.
Yes.
If you go near it, it'll go off.
Uh-huh.
And you use that to like ask questions. Like,
Like,
hey.
walk towards this or like touch this
yeah.
if the answer is yes.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
And it does multiple things. So it's motion activated and it's electromagnetic fields, and I think also temperature.
Yeah.
So I really like them.
Also, again, it does have a problem with phones. If you have a phone in a room and you're taking like photos or using it in any way, it can react with it. So there is like a little bit like where you have to be like, well, like get careful with it because it can just go off.
Yeah. So,
But it is more stationary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Know when it's not a ghost. Like, be aware of when it's going off for something that would not be hard evidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
But reliable tool other than that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came to this realization. It is also a ghost hunting device made for ghost hunting. So I can't, after like dissing the music box, I have to say the same thing.
See, I don't diss it on that because I feel like that's normal though. I feel like that's a normal thing that they're going to have ghost hunting equipment. Like anything that you have, they're going to make it. Like they're going to have something that's a ghost company.
Well, and I think a REM pod it's in a league of its own above like a bell with a little like Ghost Daddy logo on it. Like, I think that's more of a power tool. It's more of like you're buying this to hunt a ghost, not just to mess around with.
Yeah.
If you were actually using a REM pod knowledgeably, I think you could get better evidence out of it than the bell.
And it is really cool when you're not in the same room as it. Like you're like out and you're hearing it across the room. Like, because like in Mr. Earl Wheathouse, we would have, I think, one in the surgery room, and then we would have one kind of just in that general kitchen area, and then one upstairs. So that would be really cool when you would be in a different area of the house and hearing it going off.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of cool. But there were times where we'd be like, are we sure? We try to debunk it. We always try to debunk everything. But for the most part, I say it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's in your set of power tools, pretty reliable stuff. I would put that as a solid A, I think.
Yeah.
REM pod.
Right? Yeah. Do we want to put it above Spirit Box?
Kelsey, that's up to you. You're the Spirit Box expert. So
I'd put it below.
So not up there with the Spirit Box.
I would put it above.
But you don't have experience with either of these in real life.
Yeah, I think we have to defect to Kelsey.
But I mean, I get like why you would say that, but at the same time, like again, I've heard Spirit Box scream and yell people's names and say stuff like that and have conversations with those. And there's been less times where I've had to debunk a Spirit Box, and I've debunked a REM pod quite often.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Maybe the thing you can say is Spirit Box is higher highs, lower lows.
Yes, that's a good way. It is very, it's more exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I also think of like a lot of things have like kinetic energy in it. So like even though like it's on a stable ground, it can easily, someone can move it slightly. Like you could across the room, drop something, and it could still slightly move it, or you step on the wrong piece of wood and it kind of shakes it in a way but tricks it. So it's one of those things where
it's pretty sensitive.
Yeah, it's sensitive, and like it's better than this. Like it's way better because it's in one spot, but things can still interact a bit to cause it to do a false little sound.
I could totally see that being true.
I'll accept a in between, a lower than Spirit Box. Next one is, what did I call
Our
it?
favorite.
The Boo Buddy.
Yeah.
We love a Boo Buddy. That's going to be in our movie.
Yeah, we definitely
do. Hopefully next
Boo
year.
Buddy that we're putting out.
I love a Boo Buddy. I love the concept. It is also picks up multiple things. So this is very kid ghost friendly. So a kid is not want to interact with like a REM pod, like that scary thing with lights and noise. They want to play with the toy. And it talks, it measures temperature, touch, and it will record audio. And it will ask questions randomly. And it will say little cute things like, if it registers that something's touching it, it'll be like, hee hee, that tickles. And it will randomly say, what's your favorite color? I know I've been joking about dumb questions, but it does say that, like kid-related questions.
So it comes with some sort of pre-recorded,
That's
like it'll randomly throw it out to see if a ghost kid would answer.
Yes.
And you're recording and you get the EVP afterward, right?
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know it asked questions.
Yeah. And it'll just be like randomly.
I've only seen them in person. I've never used one.
Oh, I love them. They're so cute.
They're cute. I mean, we're having them in our movie. Like, we love Boo Buddies.
So these are like specialized products. Who makes Boo Buddies? Like, is there some company that produces these?
Yes.
Specifically for ghost hunting?
Yeah.
But it's a great idea.
I love it. Yeah. And there's probably a lot of copycats of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of different names too. I should have listed them, but Boo Buddy's the one I know.
It is a little situational because like it has to be like a kid ghost for the most part. I mean, maybe an adult would play with it too, but
I would.
I mean, I would too.
I'd be like, that's so
But
cute.
I think it's like meant to be for the kids. So it has a little situation there. But for the most part, I do like the Boo Buddy.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
It still has a problem of like, being like a REM pod kind of thing. But
yeah,
I like that it asks questions and it kind of touches its bases.
It
measuring
does.
Temperature, touch, audio. Like, I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Useful tool.
Yeah. One of my problems with ghost hunting is they only use one tool at a time. And I know it's for like time purposes and like production. But like, I feel like if you could get multiple devices to record the same thing, it'd be more impressive.
Well, that's what I say when we do the investigation at the Mr. Earl Wheathouse, you have all those things there.
Yeah.
So you already have a REM pod sitting there. You have cameras recording. You have audio recorders. So you have all of it that you can use all at once. Yeah. That's how we typically did it, was you're using everything.
Yeah, so it's just sort of a what's your
But yeah,
pulse
it's kinda cool.
situation.
It kinda fits
grab what you
everything.
like.
I want to say A because it's kind of similar to the REM pod.
I do think it's an A. I think it's up there with the REM pod.
I would
a little
even
bit
put
more
it over a
specialized.
spirit box.
You think that's like high A?
Yes, I would put it
The
over.
Boo Buddy.
Yeah, I'll put it over a spirit box.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Crazy.
But I think it's just because it can record audio, it can do multiple things.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So even if like something's not touching it, like it can like catch someone talking to it. It can temperature being weird over here. So I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
But again, I've never used one.
So this is the SLS camera. This is the stick
yeah.
figure
The Kinect.
that you were
Yes,
talking
yes,
about.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah, the
Makes the
Xbox
stick figures.
Connect, the Just Dance sensor. I think I read somewhere that like that's what it originally was.
Really, that's what it was
Yeah.
developed for, this technology, and then used to
Like-
find ghosts later?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So SLS stands for Structured Light System. So it uses infrared laser grid to interpret 3D shapes. So it can see a body in space and be like, okay, it's lifting this arm, and we're gonna path that into the digital space. I have some problems with it.
I've never seen it work, as one point out. I've never
Yeah.
seen it work. But they do scare me. Like if
They're
if I
spooky.
if I was like playing Just Dance and like one started popping up next to me,
Yeah.
Oh,
camera
sauce
that.
that
It's
guy.
okay. It's almost done anyways, but
I don't like it because a lot of things are human shaped. Because they'll always be sitting in a chair, and I'm like, chairs look like shoulders.
They kind
Yeah.
of just do.
The arms of the chair look like arms.
Just because it's built for a human to sit in, it kind of gives it a humanoid shape if you
Yes.
think about it.
if you're in a blank room,
Eh.
that's what's hard. But like I'm just saying, like it would be scary. Now I'm not saying it is a ghost. I'm just saying I'm kind of slightly scared of them because I just again, if I'm playing Just Dance in a blank room
Yeah.
and something starts pulling up next to me, it's kind of
Oh,
like when they have
no.
the whole cat thing. When I look in the corner, you're like,
Yeah.
Something's
what do you
there.
see? It's just
There's
it's
something.
just something that would scare me. Not saying it is a ghost. It's just something that would freak me out.
Yeah, it's a weird encounter. Like you
And I would
don't know
be
how
a
to
little
explain
freaked
that.
out by it, a little grossed out.
So where do we think we want to put this?
But tell me what you think is wrong. Like besides, is there anything else you think about being wrong with it? Like, problems you had?
I've also seen it not work. Like there's not a lot of evidence coming out of it. It's a device that's not meant for what it's doing. It's supposed
Yeah.
to pick up real people, and I think machines
Yeah.
make mistakes. Especially like this is this era of technology isn't as advanced as it is now.
Yeah. I kind of go again with a D tier because it's on the same level. Well, it's on the
It's
same level
D,
as the
okay.
other guy.
That's true. It
I
doesn't.
kind of
it
like
doesn't.
see it
Yeah.
as that.
You
Yeah,
don't
it's
need it. You don't
very
need it.
specific case, not essential in your gear bag for when you're going ghost hunting. You'd have to have a very specific reason to bring that out.
Yes.
And then, like, could you trust it? So I can see the reasoning.
Yeah, I just kind of see it as very similar as the other one. That's kind of like, it's kind of weird. Again, if we go on the logic of like, would I tell someone to buy this if they were putting things together?
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of that tier.
Yeah.
I want to be like, why not? Like, if you just happen to have an Xbox with it ready to go ahead, use it.
Yeah.
But if you were just like, I'm going to go out of my way and buy one of these to go ghost hunting, I'd be like, ooh, why not get a spirit box or get a REM pod? Get this over that. Like,
Yeah, even that.
that's even more fun. But it would freak me out. It's something that if I saw it, I'd be like, ooh.
I just remember trying to use the Xbox Connect and like it rarely even worked when I had it.
okay.
Maybe I had like the first generation of it.
Yeah,
but
I didn't have one. I'm a
So-
PlayStation family.
It makes me not trust the technology. So maybe it's gotten better, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it, but it kind of reminds me of like going off the whole idea of like anything can be seen as humanoid. It's kind of like for me when I think of like Slenderman. He's so easy to pick out when you're walking the streets at night, like because he's just like a very simple figure, but you can kind of
Sure.
see it so
Yeah.
easily.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of goes with a lot of what Sterling was showing in his PowerPoint. The one before this with the ghosts, he was talking about like how like the lantern being split open now
Yeah, it
it
looks
kind
like
of
a mouth.
looks like a mouth, and I'm like, yeah. I was thinking that whole time, like, yeah, if I was walking the streets very late at night and the light very spooked out and I saw that, I'd be like, ooh, like, I'm like, yeah, that
Yeah.
could be something. So
And
yeah.
maybe that turns into the story of it being a ghost. So
Yeah. Mhm.
you can have things like that morph into like, well, it was a ghost, but maybe it
It
was
was also like I can see how you can easily see it as that
Yeah.
too. Like I can easily see how this can be.
I think above the grid though.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right, so this is where we stand with our rankings so far. We're about halfway through the tools of the trade here. We are going to return to this and finish out this list.
Yes.
But this is a nice little midway point here. So
yeah, it was fun.
I feel good about it.
Currently, our top contender is the Estes method with the Spirit Box. That's what we think is most reliable.
We're gonna have to do a video where we test these.
I want to try the Estes method.
Box.
Yeah, that would be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll probably put some money.
Next time.
Do that. Make a little documentary.
By next time, God. But Spirit Box, that'd be cool.
We'll have to do that.
You can get an app.
Maybe
the Spirit Box apps.
Just an app that runs through the radio stations.
Maybe it can run. Yeah.
All right. See y'all next
bye.
time.
Yes. We will
Part
be back
2
with
coming
more.
soon.
Yes.